Okay. So if we type the bitwise complement operator, like yesterday I told, if we type complement 6, so simply it is giving -7. So now if we check the binary of 6, so the binary of 6 is 110. And now if we check the binary of -7, so it is 111, and that also given in the beginning minus. So in a simple way you can say, you can very simply predict the output, that it is just providing the result as minus a, sorry, minus a plus 1. Did you understand this? In a shortcut way if you talk, so Python is very simply providing the result in the form minus a plus 1. Minus will be outside, inside a plus 1. A means number. A stands for number. Like if you give any number 6, so it will add 1 in 6, 6 plus 1 7, and then provide the result as -7. Have you understood? Simply predicting the output. And now suppose if you provide -5, if you want to find the complement of -5, so simply it will what do? -5 plus 1. -5 plus 1. If you add -5 plus 1, it will come as -4. And now -4 and minus, it will become +4. So the result will be 4. Like you can check. Like if you write complement -5. So now it will provide the result as 4. So what it has done? Simply a shortcut method. It has calculated by minus in bracket a plus 1, where a stands for number. Any number you can give either in minus or in plus. Accordingly, it will calculate the output. Have you all understood? This is the method just I told to find the output at once. But actually what happens, that you have to see by the binary. What internally happens, that is done with binary method. But to predict the output, simply you can use this shortcut. Minus a plus 1. This is the formula which Python using. Okay. Now you can see the presentation. Can you all see the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now today we are going to talk about variables and input-output statements. What are variables and how does variable work in Python? So what is the definition of variable? Okay, as you can see here, sometimes we write a equal to 5 or x equal to 10, y equal to 20. So the value which we write using some letters or group of letters, we assign the value in that letter. So simply we say that letter is a variable. Like here written x equal to 20. So here you can say x is a variable. It means if you want to define a variable, so variable you can say, listen to me kindly. Variable is a named label. Variable is a label given to some value. Variable is a label or is a name which holds some value. Which holds some value. In that, the value, whatever value you want, you can give or you can assign. And that's why it is said as you can say non-constant. Non-constant means it can be changed at any time. The value of variable can be changed at any time. Okay. So here you can see written. So you see in Python, a variable is created when you first assign a value to it. Means if you assign any value to some letter or to some variable, so that means variable is created, very simply. And this also means that a variable is not created until some value is assigned to it. Means if you write simply only x, so it does not mean that the variable has been created. No. When you write some value inside that, like x equal to 20, x equal to 10, then only Python understands that variable has been created. Otherwise, simply writing a letter or group of letter does not mean that the variable is created. Okay. So like here given, if you write print x directly, so Python will raise an error. And if you write x equal to 20, then you write print x, then Python will print the value of x. So let us check in Python. Here you can see, if you write x, and now you directly press enter key, you can see the result. What is the result? Name error. That means the variable is not defined. Name x is not defined. Okay. Now if you write x equal to 20 or 15 or 10 or 1, whatever value, then it will not produce any error. See, simply no error. And if you want to print the value of x, you can write x or you can write print x. See, the value is printed. So that means in Python, the variable is created only when we assign some value to it. When we assign some value to it, then only the variable is created in Python. And definition, if you want to say, so definition you can say variable is a label or is a name which holds some value. In Python, variable is a name or is a label which holds some value. Like if I write x equal to ABC, so this is also a value. Okay, 20 is a numeric value and ABC is a string value. And all of you know that numeric value we directly write in Python without any quotation mark. But if we are going to write string value, that means we have to use the quotation mark, either single quotation mark or double quotation mark. Okay, now if you print x, so simply you can see now the result of x. So now I hope you all have understood the variable, what is the definition of variable and how does variable work in Python. See further. Now look here, there is given a topic related to variable, dynamic typing. Dynamic typing does not mean typing from the keyboard, no. Here it means dynamic data type. Okay, how the data type of a value will become another data type of value. Okay, look here. So dynamic typing in Python, as you learned, a variable is defined by assigning some value to it. For instance, if you write x equal to 10, it means the variable has been created. Now you can say that if you have assigned 10, so 10, all of you know that 10 is a numeric value. And in numeric also, it is of integer type. Numeric constant is of many types, integer, float and complex. Here I have told, okay. Numeric constant is of 3 types, integer, float and constant. So if you write 10, 10 is an integer type. Now if you reassign some value, later in your program, if you assign any other value to the variable x, then it does not mean the Python will raise any error. No. Python will simply accept that value also. That's what I did here. You can see here. Already I have done. One time I have written x equal to 20 And now second time I have written x equal to ABC. Are you all able to see? Kindly tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First time
Yes,
I have
sir.
written x equal to 20. Second time I have written x equal to ABC. And you can see here very carefully that 20 is a numeric value. Numeric value means it is of integer type. And here ABC is a string value. Means the data type of both are different. But Python has simply accepted. Python did not raise any error. Okay, here if you write x equal to 20, then also it printed 20. And now just now I had changed that x equal to ABC, then it printed x as ABC. No error is produced. That means you can say Python supports dynamic typing. Dynamic typing means at any time you can change the data type of any variable. And how it is changed? It is changed by assigning different values. Like one time you can assign integer value, another time you can assign float value, another time you can assign complex value or string value or any other. But Python will not raise any error. Simply Python will accept the value. And this is the feature of dynamic typing. Dynamic typing means to change the type of data at the execution time, at the time of creation of variable. Whenever you create variable, at that time you can change the data type, you can change the value. So I hope you all have understood dynamic typing. Here you can see a proper definition of dynamic typing. A variable pointing to a value of a certain type can be made to point to a value or object of different type. And this feature is called dynamic typing in Python. Let us see further. Like here you can see it is explained with the help of figure. Okay, like one time we have given x equal to 10, it is of integer type. Second time we have given x equal to hello world. Now integer has been removed and hello world has been assigned. You can see here on whiteboard also, if not understood. Okay, can you all see the whiteboard?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Like first time if we have given in Python, first time we are writing x equal to 20. So you can simply say that 20 is a 20 is an integer. 20 is a numeric value and that also of integer type. Okay. Now if you print x, if you write x in Python or print x, so Python will print 20. Python printed 20. Very simply 20 is printed. Now you change the variable, change the value, not variable, change the value. Now if I write x equal to anything like hello. Now you can see, first time we are given x equal to 20. Now second time we are giving x equal to hello. Now if you print, x, then Python will not raise any error. It will simply print hello. simply hello will be printed by Python. So how is it possible? This is possible because of dynamic typing. Python supports dynamic typing. Okay. Dynamic typing, which means a value assigned to a variable certain type can be made to assign some other value at different time. At different time you can assign different values to variable. Okay, let us see one more practical. I am sharing the Python screen. Look here. Suppose if we write x equal to, or any other variable you can take. Suppose num equal to a number 25. Now if you print num, so it will simply print 25. Now if you change the value, like now I am going to type 25.234 or 24, whatever you want. So you can see num variable name is same. Here also num, here also num. But the value is going to change. And this is possible because of dynamic typing. Now if you print num, so what will it print? It will print the current value, that is 25.3.34. It is not going to print 25. It will print this one because now you have changed the value. Okay, 25.34. Now again if you want to change, again you can change. Again you can change to certain different type, string type. So again now you can write hello. Now if you print num, now you see it will neither print 25 nor 25.34, but it will print hello. Variable is same, but at different time it is exhibiting different rows. At one time it has assigned integer, second time it has assigned float, and third time now it is going to assign string type of value. And this is called dynamic typing of variable. Now you can see hello is printed. Okay, this is the feature of dynamic typing. Now there are certain conditions. What are the conditions given? Caution with dynamic typing. Like if you write here x equal to 10 and y equal to 0. Then if you write y equal to x by 2. Okay, this is legal because two integers can have the operation, can be divided. Two numeric values can be divided, can be added, can be subtracted or multiplied. But second time if you give day, if you write x equal to day, and now if you want to divide x by 2, then Python will raise error. This is the condition, because string values cannot have the arithmetic operations. Simply you can say string values cannot have arithmetic operations, addition or subtraction or multiplication or division. So here x equal to day is given, and now you are dividing x by 2. So you can see in x numeric value is not there. So if you divide a string by 2, it will raise error. Python will raise an error. So this is the caution with dynamic typing. What caution you have to keep in mind? That what value is there at the current time in the variable. You have to keep this in mind. Otherwise, one time you have given x equal to 10, second time you have given x equal to ABC, and then you forgot that you think that now x equal to 10 only is there, and you are going to divide x by 2, then it is not possible. So let us see the caution. In Python also you can see this. like here I have written num equal to hello. In the current time, hello is there in num, that is a string. And if I divide here num by 2, I write here a equal to num by 2. So what will happen? Will it be divided? Kindly reply me, all the students.
No, sir.
No, sir.
It
No,
will
sir.
not
No,
be
sir.
divided. Python will raise error. See here, what is the error? It is the type error. Type error means data type is different. What you are dividing, that is not possible with string type. Okay, what operation we are doing, that is not possible with string type. This operation is possible with numeric type of value. So now if I write here x or num equal to 20, and then if I divide num, then simply Python will accept the value. Now if I divide a equal to num by 2, now Python will simply accept. No error will be produced. Okay, simply accepted. Now if you print a, you can see here 10. 20 divided by 2, that came 10. So that means you have to be careful whether while typing the value of certain variable, you have to keep in mind whether currently there is a numeric value in the variable or a string value in the variable. Then only we can perform the operation. Otherwise, Python will raise error. So this is the caution with dynamic typing condition, you can say. The same thing here is given. You can check the type also. Like here we had given the numeric value and string value one time. So now if I check the currently what is the type of num, so we can write the function type, then the variable name num. So currently it will show integer type. You can see here class int. Okay, it is of integer type. Now if you write certain different value like ABC, and now you check the type of num, now it will show string type str. See here str means string type. So that means simply you can say the operation, arithmetic operation is not possible on string. Arithmetic operation is possible on numeric type of value. Numeric type means integer, float or complex. Okay, next we have a simple input and output operation. So how do we perform simple input and output operation in Python? There are two statements in Python, print and input. As already you know about print statement, just now we have used print statement. Print is an output statement. Output statement means you can display something, you can display the result, or you can display the text, or you can display the arithmetic operation with the help of print function. And if you want to input some values, you want to enter some values, for that we have to use input function. Here given input statement. Okay, just now here what we have done, so far we have done directly we have assigned the value to the variable like num equal to 20 or num equal to hello. Directly we have assigned, that is predefined. But suppose you want to enter the value during the execution time. For that, what will you do? So for that there are two statements. One is input, by which you can enter the numbers or strings, and to display the output there is print function, print statement. Okay, here I write print statement is for output and input statement is for input. So let us use all these one by one. Suppose if we do not enter any value, let us just type a equal to 20. First time I have given a equal to 20. Okay. Then second value I want to enter. First value I have predefined, but the second value I want to enter as per my choice. So for that, what I will do, I will write b equal to input. Okay, b equal to input. Then I will write a message, enter the number, enter the number. Okay, now as soon as I will press enter key, it will ask for an input. So let us press enter key. Now you can see it is asking for the input. It is showing the message, enter the number. So now we have to enter the number. So let us enter 34. Okay, I have entered. Now suppose we want to add. We want to add a, the value of a and the value of b. You can see here in a directly we have given the value 20, that is predefined, and in b we have given the value by user's choice, means by inputting with the help of input function. So let us now add these two values. So now I am typing c equal to a plus int of b. Okay, can you guess, can any one of you guess why I have written here int? For a I have not written int, but for b I have written int function, integer function. Can any one of you tell?
Because sir, B is equal to input.
Sir, because B is the string, so we are converting the string to the integer.
Yes, we are converting string value into integers. How? Kindly listen. Because whenever we input the value, whenever we enter the value during execution, that time Python takes that value as a string, as a text value, as a string value. And if you want to take that value as a numeric value, for that you have to use the numeric functions, either integer function, int, or float function for float value, or complex function. So here we have entered 34, but 34 has been taken as a string by Python. And now we want to use that as a number. That's why we are using the function here int b. Now int function will convert this 34 into a number. Okay, now it will add a plus b and stored in C. Now if you print C, you will see the result. Look here, 54. Okay, you can see the result 54. But there is a difference. Now see, once again I am going to do C equal to, if I write C equal to directly a plus b, can you tell, will it be added? Look here, see the screen. Why it is not added? Why it has raised an error? Just now I had told why it raised error. Because b, in which 34 has been given, it has been given with the help of input function, and by default Python takes the value from input function in the form of string value, in the form of text value, string value. That's why here error has been produced, that b is not a same type, or you can say numeric type, or you can say operation is not possible on numeric plus string type. So for that we have to convert this 34 from string to numeric, and that's why we had used here int function. Okay, I hope you all have understood input and output statement. Here you can see the input statement is used to enter the value, either the string values or the numeric values. And there are different methods to use the input function, input statement. As here given, we can write a variable name equal to input, then in the parentheses we can enter the message, and afterwards it will ask for the input during the execution. Like here you can see given name equal to input, enter your name, then it will ask on the Python prompt, enter your name. We enter the name like Simmer. Then second input, age equal to input, enter your age. Then we enter the age 16 or 20 or 18, whatever. Then if you print one by one the name and age, then it will simply print name Simmer, age 16. Okay, so this is the use of input statement. See the error, what was coming there, same thing here told. If you are adding a string to a numeric value, then Python will raise an error. Okay, that's all for today. Tomorrow we will come with a different topic. Let me take the attendance and then you can leave. Any query from your side? All the students, do you have any query? Kindly let me take the attendance. Or one thing you can do, all of you write present. Okay, write present in the chat box. Kindly write present in the chat box. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Kindly write present in the chat box. Have you all written present?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 Yes, sir.
Let me say
Yes,
it
sir.
and then you can leave.